Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel on this road to 2000. This is going to be episode 225. So let's jump into the game straight away and let's see what we can do. Okay, so after yesterday's defeat, we are 1754, and let's see what we can do with the black pieces today. Right, opponent goes e4, so we go e5. And just what are we going to get? Okay, so just going to develop my knight, I guess. I might have a knight. Okay, now I'm going to get this. I just don't want to. I want to be able to get this out, but then I want to be able to sort of come back as well, just in case. So I don't think there's anything wrong with this. Right, that's absolutely fine. Don't need to do that just yet. Maybe even ask the question, what do they want to do? Because I'm thinking of castling long. I think I can push this, come out, fianchetto, get the queen out, and then castle. I've got a feeling they're going to castle long as well, so should we just go for that? Why not? What's the worst that could happen? They're going to go over here. We're going to defend, which also gets our bishop out. Okay, so we can't attack the queen. Let's just, for the time being, go in here. Can always drop back. Don't want to get pieces trapped. And then queen's going to come out. So maybe, where are they really going to castle that way? Okay, so now if I push, then what? Are they going to push? I could just keep pushing. If that's my plan, if I'm going to castle long, I'm going to castle long. So I'm going to push then. I'm going to push. I think they're going to castle. I can push again. Idea of getting the knights in as well. Hitting the bishop. This as well. I think probably best to go for a check maybe, or... I mean, if they push me, I think I just jump straight in here. But the only issue is hitting the queen. The only issue is that I could get trapped, but I can always come in here. And then I can drop back. They take, I take, they take. So I'd lose a pawn, but... Whoa! Okay, that kind of makes sense. We just take. Okay, now... If I take, they're going to take. I'm going to take. I just think that works, no? And come in hitting the queen. Where does the queen go? I mean, I've got my two knights in lovely positions, but they still kind of look a little bit... What about queen out? What do they do with that? I mean, do they just push? I take. I'm going to... Queen's coming out. Queen's coming out. I'm playing really risky, but I haven't even castled. It's coming straight in for this, but if they push, that's not good. So I did think about this in my head, and I'm thinking just take. It's absolutely fine. Gonna take. Now, I want to protect this knight. So how am I going to do that? What about if I push? Where do they go with that? They go all the way back? Is there anything I can do with that? Do I want to push again just so that it's extra support so I can get my queen out of the way? That might be a no-brainer. I'm going to do that. I just think that's probably the safest option. It is kind of wild. Guess come in there. Ooh. There's a check there, but queen can just take. What about I just... I mean, that'd be lovely. Hitting the queen. Sorry, hitting the... Oh. I think just castling. I'd love to... I don't think I should be messing about. Maybe I could even push this pawn. Push the pawn. They take. I take. Okay. So push the pawn. They're going to take. I just think that's a better idea. Let's push them away. Get the rook into the game. Then we potentially got a knight, a queen, and a rook looking at this pawn. Yeah, I just think that's a no-brainer. He's trying to hit my rook. I come in. Can I hit the queen? So I check. Right, so this pawn's... It's cheeky. Right, okay. Let's get this up into the game as well. I need to protect that queen. So now I could take. I don't think that's best. I take. They take. I take. They take. I take. And then they just got this passed pawn. So probably not the best. How about that? Is that kind of cheeky? Free pawn. Okay, cool. And it also protects this pawn, which I was looking at, which is really annoying. But hey ho, these things happen. Now, how about we just jump in here? What about sack the queen? They take, I take. It just seems a bit stupid. So I'm not going to do that. Right. I'm going to need that. I need that pawn. Whew. Gosh, I'll tell you what, playing games at my absolute sort of record, or playing games at my sort of level now, is really, really draining, but at the same time, really satisfying. It's so nice to be playing at your sort of your highest level, you know, it's really enjoyable and stressful, but got the victory, and I'm intrigued to know what the post-match analysis says. Okay, so I played with 76.5. My opponent played with 71.8. Yeah, happy days, happy days. They had 3 blunders. I didn't have a blunder. I had 4 great moves, which is always nice. So I played fairly steady. I played some good chess, I think. So what happened here? And basically, the way they started off the game, though, for anyone that's sort of so kind of interested in openings, I didn't. I just go even. So like e4, e5. They develop a piece. I just develop a piece, which I think's good. Sometimes you've got crazy ideas of getting pieces out and sacking things. So I always like to have my knight here. It also prevents a check as well. So I'm just literally basic development moves, and that's what I try and do. And I had no idea what they were going to play. I don't even know what they were playing. But I was just trying to think about me and what I'm going to do with my pieces. Make sure I've got a space to tuck into if they start attacking me. And that is basically how I like to play at the moment, especially with the English. I've never got a sort of same way that I attack. I just get into that kind of middle game, and if I can sort of, if I'm playing better chess, then I'm playing better chess, and hopefully I'll win more than I lose, and that's the way I'll try and get to 2000. If it gets to a point where I'm completely stuck, then I'll have to sort of maybe switch things up a little bit. Okay, so so it wants the bishop back. See, it wants knight out, but I think bishop just goes back. I jump in here, and if they take, it just gets really kind of messy. And I still hadn't castled, so I was thinking, right, let's just push a pawn, and then let's castle, or let's push another pawn. and keep going. I just got into the whole pushing pawns thing. I started seeing, actually, hang on a minute, things could open up for me a little bit here. And actually, look, I'm not wrong here. I'm one move away from castling. I'm 1.4 up on the eval bar. It looks kind of all right for me. So, oh, tasty. Wow. So talking of sacking, the best move there was to do that. Now, it completely messes up their king. So show the follow-up moves. And it is king takes, take with check. Ooh, ooh, another, ooh. Yeah, another check. Ooh. See, that is interesting. That is interesting. Because sometimes it goes to show if you're getting rid of a piece so that they can't castle. But you've got to do it in the right way. So this here, this sacrifice was good because look, their king basically, I've got a straight up check. If you've got something that follows up, it's always good. And that is just, that's kind of painful. I actually preferred maybe queen out, no? Looking to come in here. Jump in and then take. And where do they go from there? And then we go here and then, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of twisted. I will definitely look back at that game tomorrow. This game tomorrow. All right, let's hide those moves because that didn't happen. But that is worth noting as well. I could see it. You know what I was going for? I was always hitting this F2 square. That's what my aim was. But I wasn't looking for any kind of sacks. So I should have been looking at it. But still, 1.5 up here. I don't consider that a great move. I consider that kind of pretty obvious. But it wanted me to take with the knight. Threatening the queen, but I still wanted I just think the knight was more tricky in this position here. And 1.8 up as well. Still haven't castled. They haven't castled. It's interesting here. And then they do this. So yeah, we've got to protect. Okay, it also says pawn up. I did that in a minute. I didn't want my queen. I didn't want the knight to be over reliant on the queen. That's never good because all of a sudden you get checked. Sorry, you get attacked from the middle of nowhere. And then your knight's hanging. So it's always good to have another backup. You don't want your queen being too sort of with too much responsibility for looking after stuff. So they attack. Now I'm just thinking, just take the piece. It says I should have. What? Oh, it's cold. That's so cold. Can you see it, guys? Can you see it? So basically, look, the queen takes. You've got this, the fork. If you didn't see it. Oh, man. Look. That is royalty if you've ever seen it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Disgusting. That is something you see in a puzzle when it comes to the real game. Just missed it. Didn't see that. Wow. Disgusting. That is damn right filthy. So, what is the best move, actually, if I do this? What is the best move? I mean, they're in a whole lot of hurt here. Wow. So surely the check comes in next, no? Oh, it's that check. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, God's sakes. Where do they go? What do we do? Do we take the... I mean, let's hang in. I mean... Hey? Oh. Oh. The pressure is just disgusting. Look at that. I mean, it's just some crazy ass moves. I mean... And then here it just gets really off-piste. I mean, it's just kind of a bit too wacky. But anyway, I took the bishop. I mean, I played the human move, but that would have been so nice. Knight e3. That would have been really cool. Okay. Now they take back. So maybe pawn push and then try and attack might have been the best. I didn't do that though. Oh, I did. I did the pawn push. It wants me to castle now. After about 25 moves or whatever it is, without castling, it wants me to castle. And I get it. They castle. Cool. We're 1.6 up. I mean, it's all kind of interesting. So I should have done that now. That's funny, isn't it? One move difference in terms of what the computer really wants is really interesting. Nah, okay. Fair enough. They take. Now, that was a nice little post for them, wasn't it? That was tasty. I was half tempted to try and part with it, but I just thought, okay, it's hanging around, but it's not causing me too much trouble. Getting the rook into the open file was a good idea. Okay, it also wants me to get rid of that. Fair enough. No. I had ideas of trying to isolate this pawn and take it, but... And then queen comes out and I'm seeing the check. I'm seeing the check and I'm seeing the fork, but obviously I would just lose this. So I thought, okay, maybe I can... Oh, okay, wow. So that's even better. But I didn't do it like that. It's pretty much equal. In fact, they're just marginally ahead here. Then they come out and that's really bad. So I should have just taken. And then when they take, that's just bad. Did they just miss it? I mean, it's weird, isn't it? Look, all of a sudden, the fork is protected. And in one move, they're thinking, hang on a minute. They're probably just looking at this file thinking, right, okay, I'm going to take, they're going to take, and then I've got pressure on their bishop. So that's probably what they're seeing. But I'm looking at the queen. Now I'm like winning. Now I take the other rook. They take back. And then I mess up here because I was trying to sort of get this pawn off the board and their rook. But then I can come in and start trying to cause some trouble, but... Slightly worried here, slightly. I'm not going to lie. And that's bad because... Well, I just take the pawn, but... They take back like that, and that's just a mistake. That is... I thought that was a blunder. It says take the pawn, but I wanted to keep this pawn just in case I had to get rid of the queen, maybe, but... I think I was fine. I could just push and they resign. In fact, here, I guess I could have checked. Taken? No, I couldn't because this pawn. Anyway, look, whatever. Doesn't matter. Won the game. Happy about that. And, you know, we're just... 1762. I mean, that's good. I'm really happy with that. I'm really happy with that. It's... yeah, I feel like that's definitely my level. Every game is very, very intense and enjoyable, stressful, and every other emotion in between. But I hope you guys enjoying the videos, and we just keep going. And yeah, tomorrow's another day, so let's see what happens then. But anyway, guys, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all of that kind of stuff. And until next time, happy chessing. See you all very soon. Bye-bye.